What's up, everybody? Coach Tommy here, inside Committed Truth Fitness, inside the sanctuary, the gym where the work goes down. But first, today we're going to be talking about squats. Basic, fundamental squats. What to do, what not to do, what to look for, and how to prevent some injuries. First off, let's start off with foot placement. Our feet need to be directly underneath our hips for our jump squat. But we're not talking about a jump squat. We're going to start you off with that. I want everybody to jump 3 times. On that 3rd time, I want your feet to land on the ground and do not move them. So on that 3rd time, you come down, don't move your feet. Now I want you to look. You're going to move your foot on the outside, 1 footprint to the outside of where your normal jump squat stance would be. 1 foot to the right, footprint to the right, 1 footprint to the left. This is generally where you want your feet to be placed. As far as where they're directed, depending on the flexibility inside your ankles, you'll either be able to straighten your feet up, or you might turn them at about a 30 to 45 degree angle. Nothing more than that, all right? Second thing, with our feet, we need to have our heels grounded into the floor. I describe it as pushing your heels through the floor versus standing up. In order to do that, I want you to maintain your base of support. So your base of support is going to be about from where the ball of your foot is to where your heel is, all right? So from the heel of your shoe to about the ball of your foot. That's your base of support. That's where you put majority of the weight on, over top of that area, all right? Once I've established that, I'm going to keep my weight in my heels. I should be able to wiggle my toes throughout the entire squat. I'm going to tighten up my core, my stomach, my erectors, and my lower back, which are right here. And glutes, obviously, quads, and our hamstrings. We tighten all that up. We're increasing that intra-abdominal pressure, squeezing our stomach. That's nature's own weight belt. From there, I'm going to push my hip back. Push my hips back from the side view. I'm going to slightly push my hips back. What that does, it actually gives me a nice lower lumbar curve, natural curve throughout the squat. What we have a tendency to do is when we push our hips back, our chest falls forward. I want you guys to fight that and keep that chest up, keeping that lower lumbar curve. From here, we are going to keep our knees wide. We're spreading. I want you to think about this feeling. If you were standing here and you were trying to rip the ground apart from beneath you, trying to spread the ground from beneath you, you're going to engage much more muscle in your quads doing that. So I'm trying to keep my knees wide, covered over my feet, but not going past my toes. Once again, from the side view, tighten up my core, hips are going back, chest is staying up. As I go down towards the ground, I'm reaching back, but keeping my chest up, making sure my knees do not go past my toes. Very, very important that the knees do not go past the toes. What I mean by that, you'll see people squatting like this. They'll squat mostly like this with their heels off of the ground and knees past their toes. I need you to get those heels down, push that butt back, chest up, hip crease below knee crease. So if you were to take a marble, put it on my kneecap, it should roll into the crease of my hips. From here, with knees wide, I'm standing up, ripping the ground apart from beneath me, tight core, all the way to a standing motion. Squeeze your butt at the top. What that does, it opens the hips at the top, giving you that full, complete squat. Why do we want to do this? Number one, pushing the knees past the toes puts a lot of pressure here on my patella, or my kneecap. I want to avoid that. After a while of doing squats like that, what's going to happen is you're going to start to feel a lot of tenderness and soreness in your knees, all right? Another reason, just for a structural purpose, if you took this PVC pipe, which you can get from any home goods store, you place it over your base of support, right? You got to figure the weight is going to be resting on your shoulders if you do back squats, right? So that weight is naturally going to be right here. If I go into what they call a quad dominant squat, where my knees go past my toes, all right? This should stay still. My weight now is going forward onto my toes, away from my base of support, giving me a mechanical disadvantage. I'll typically fall forward, okay? Also causing a lot more strenuous pain on your back. From there, what I want you to do is picture me when I kick my butt back or hips back and sit down into it, reaching back. It's staying directly over my base of support, where my shoulders would be at, all right? So that weight, if I had weight there, would be right there on top of my heels or my base of support, exactly where they want it to be. Maintaining that nice lower lumbar curve, knees are spread out wide, and standing up. Go ahead and pick up one of these. You can check yourself in the mirror or have a partner check you. I suggest you do that. That's today's Fit Tip. I'm Coach Tommy, Committed Truth, and always commit to your truth. Take care.